Yeah, but the spot, man. I made like 2, 3 videos yesterday, and the microphone worked for like one of them, so I had to delete the rest of the 3 videos. So I'm making those videos again. Um, the last video y'all got was the one about how parents failed their kids and how women was lied to, and the new video was called "Churches for Women," but I had to delete that video because the sound wasn't working. I don't know. The mic wasn't on. I'm not sure. So I'm remaking that video. But don't worry, it's still the same sauce. But the inspiration behind this video was that I hear a lot of women asking, why don't men go to church anymore? I'm hearing a lot of women talk about how men aren't going to church anymore. And me personally, I just want to let y'all know that the reason I don't go to church, I made a video explaining why I don't go to church. But as a masculine man that uses his brain and a logical as a logical man that's masculine, I don't go to church because church isn't biblical. The word Christianity isn't even in the Bible. The word Christians was forged in the Bible, and the apostles and the disciples did not know a Jesus. You feel me? So, yeah, most churches are pagan. The scriptures say in the book of Acts that Most High said, I do not dwell in temples made by man's hands. So churches are made by man's hands. So if the Messiah doesn't dwell in those temples made by man's hands, then why would I go to those same quote unquote temples? So that's why I don't go. Um, Also says in the scriptures, where two or more are gathered in my name, I am in their midst. So my whole thing is, if these church buildings aren't gathered in the correct name of the Messiah, then what are we doing? What are they doing? So long story short, that's why I don't go to church. But one thing you gotta realize is that for the most part, church is for women. If we're gonna be real, church is for women. And church is for women because the idea of a male pastor on a pulpit talking uninterrupted for 45 minutes to an hour, it sounds crazy to me. Like, if I'm going to be lectured by another man, then that man needs to be talking about some real shit. You feel me? Why would I go to church to be lectured by a pastor who's not even preaching the correct gospel? That man is up there, he's not even teaching sound doctrine. He's teaching whatever the fuck he want to teach. And excuse the language, but fuck is not a cuss word. So I don't care. But yeah, man, men aren't going to church because men are logical. Men think. We use our brains. We have to build. We have to anticipate. We have to put things together. We have to take initiative. We have to get things done. We have to put the work in. As a man, that's our job. We're meant to think, and we're meant to use our brains. We're meant to make logical decisions. As a man, it's not my job to sit up in the church and listen to another man ramble about whatever the fuck he rambling about. It don't make no sense, bro. It's not even sound doctrine in the churches. This pastor is up here. Pastor's up here on the pulpit, supposed to be a man of God, supposed to be reading the word, supposed to be teaching people spiritually, and supposed to be teaching people sound doctrine, yet the pastor go in the pulpit, read one verse out the Bible, and then he goes on a 20-minute tangent, 30-minute tangent. I was at the barber shop a while ago, and the barber had a sermon on the screen. And for the duration of my haircut, which was about 30 minutes, that pastor read one scripture. That man read one scripture. I promise, yo, when I see somebody on TV preaching the word, I'm locked in. And now I'm wondering, okay, when are we going to get a scripture? And I was waiting for that dude to read scripture. I forget his name, but he's a popular church pastor. He didn't read any scripture. I feel like another man on the pulpit deceiving me is like another man being my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen that Dame Dash Breakfast Club interview? Like having a boss is like having a daddy. Having a preacher is like having a daddy because what you on the I'm supposed to be listening to you ramble on the pulpit? Hell no. The book of Exodus talks about how was it Exodus or Deuteronomy? It's one of those books where it says the Most High was pretty much saying when he talked to Moses in the burning bush, he didn't have a form or a shape. So if you are familiar with the Ten Commandments, the second commandment is you should not worship any graven images. So these churches have crosses, they have steeples inside the building, outside the building. That's a graven image. Point blank period. Why would I go somewhere and worship a pagan deity when the building has a graven image, not only outside, a lot of times it be inside and outside. The book, the Torah, clearly states we are not supposed to worship any graven images because the Most High doesn't have a image that He left us. There's no when He went to talk to Moses in the burning bush, there wasn't an image. He was formless. It says that in the Torah. I want to say Deuteronomy or Exodus is one of those books where he's the Most High has given Moses the law, and he said, "Don't worship any images," because when I was in the burning bush when the Most High was in the burning bush talking to Moses, it wasn't an image. So this not the image then. Why do y'all go to a building with an image now? See, men we're thinkers. A lot of these pastors, they use what we call emotionalism and sensationalism. Women are emotional creatures. That's how the pastor could be on the pulpit talking and got the women in church, got their knees weak, got her crying, got her moaning, got her speaking in whatever. Like, that's for women, bro. That's why my woman can't go to church. If I ever get married, my wife can't go to church because the only man that's going to make my wife weak in the knees, shaking and trembling and passing out is me. Fuck is we talking about? Not finna have another man make my woman pass out, hit the ground, knees weak and shaking and crying and oh, they be in the church orgasming, and then y'all wonder why these women fuck the pastor. Think about it. This man gets the money. You're under his leadership. You sitting down and you shutting the fuck up when he talk, and he got you weak in the knees and got you crying and you trembling and he touch you on the head and you fall down. It's too much. That's for women. That's for women. That is for women. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not gonna be at church crying and weak in the knees and all that other shit. Yeah, that's any man that can make you do that. That's your daddy. If another man can have you in church crying and weak in the knees and on top of that you giving money, on top of that you giving money, that's crazy. That's some Dr. Umar shit. Donations, donations, donations. Like, come on, bro. That's crazy to me, man. Men are you cannot you can fool a woman like that. Women are once you play on a woman's emotions, you got her. So that's what church is for. Church is nothing but emotionalism and sensationalism. It's just the pastor getting your emotions tied up, getting your emotions stirred into it. You know, he's stirring y'all emotions up. That's why women love church. They get a good word. And it don't even be the word. It be 3 Bible verses out of an hour long rant. Like, no, that's from women. That's for women. Women are consumers. So as a man, men aren't going to church. Men just ain't digging it. These churches ain't biblical. Men are seeing it. It's not about church hurt with men. Women will stop going to a church through the church hurt. Oh, they're so judgmental. They're this and they're that. No, as a man, we like, no, this shit cap. Men are waking up. Men are waking up. And men are not gonna sit there and be finessed. Men are gonna think this shit through and be like, hey, hold on, what's going on? Hold on, hold on. Like, men are not going to church. Men are dropping out of church because they see past it. A lot of men are waking up. Like, hold on, what's really going on? A lot of men are waking up. A lot of y'all men out here, y'all wives go to church, and the pastor got your wife weak in the knees, got her pussy wet, got her falling out and trembling and shit. No, that's my job. That's the husband job. That's your job. Your wife falling out, passing out, trembling, crying out, oh my God, and she paying for it. Hell no. This is not all the queen's men. You're not gonna pay the you're not my woman not gonna be paying to fuck nobody. Fuck that. Fuck that, bro. No. No, bro. No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah, man. Nah. No. No. It's all fucked up, man. It's all fucked up. It's fucked up. And so that's why men not going to church, because church is for women. Women are supposed to sit down and listen to a man and be quiet. And also, women are supposed to let her husband have her shaking and moaning and passing out and all that. And you should be giving the money to your husband, not to your pastor. They wonder why pastors be fucking these people wives and shit, and pastors be out here fucking everybody because they looked at it as the big homie. When you go to a church, you under that pastor's environment. Not only are you under his environment, but you're also listening to him. Y'all be arguing with y'all. Women argue with their husbands, but shut up when the pastor talking. See, it's for women. I'm not going to church as a man because I'm not finna be in another man's environment while that other man is talking some bullshit. Straight up. Pastors get on that pulpit talking that bullshit, and he got his own environment. He got the church. He got children's church. He got this program, that program. He's the leader. He's the head nigga in charge. That shit not biblical. No, that's not biblical. They got all this charisma, and they got these pastors up here preaching in Amiri hoodies, preaching in Gucci suits. I'm looking at John Gray in that $1,200 Amiri hoodie. I'm like, bro, come on, man. I'm looking at Dr. Jamal Bryant preaching in a Gucci suit, man. It shit it's pagan. It don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense. I don't get it, bro. I do get it, but I don't. But I'm not finna fall for that shit. I'm not finna wake up early in the morning so some man can lie to me and try to get my emotions all up in arms or whatever. I'm gonna go to brunch, bro. I'm gonna eat that French toast with that turkey bacon and that mimosa. I'd rather have a mimosa than fucking be lied to at some fucking church. I'd rather watch football, man. Like, seriously, man. This shit is out of whack. Men have figured this shit out, man. We not Men are not leaving the church, or men are not avoiding the church due to no fucking church hurt. We don't care about no church hurt. We want truth and logic. We want some real shit. And the churches don't be having no real shit. So men ain't going because we're smarter than that. It's 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 the woman's job to be sitting up listening to another man. That's why same thing with school. It's a woman's job to be in school, sit down and learn from the men. That's the job right there. That's your job. Same thing at church. It's not manly for me to be at no church building listening to some other man fucking do whatever. Like the Bible said, don't call another man father, for you have one father. Don't call another man rabbi, for you have one rabbi. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing, but I think it's Matthew. You got church, these fake ass apostles. How you an apostle appointed by man? You're not no apostle. You're fucking apostle. The fuck? Got these rabbis and these churches appointed by man. Who the fuck made you a rabbi? Did the Most High make you a rabbi? You're not a rabbi. The jig is up. We see that shit. We not falling for that shit. Men have gotten smarter. Men want to know the truth, not some fake cap ass, whatever the fuck they got going on in them pulpits, talking that shit, whatever they talking. No, 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 no. Men are smarter than that. That shit is for the woman to be dancing and singing and whatever the fuck they got going on. That's for them to be deceived so they can feel good. You know what I'm saying? So that's why men are leaving the church. This shit not making sense. They're not using the real names. They're not doing how it was in the Bible. They're not doing it how it was in the scriptures. They're doing whatever the fuck they want to do. And as men, we're not finna be a part of that shit because it look goofy. It's not sound doctrine. It's some bullshit. They talked about it in 2 Timothy. They'll be lovers of self. They will not endure sound doctrine. And that's what we have now. That's why men are not going to church, because men are smarter than that. You can get the women. You can pander to the women. Pandering to women pays a lot. It pays a lot. But I tell you what, you could what FBG Duck said, they might sell that shit to y'all, but won't sell me that shit.